Hello students, welcome to the class again. In the last class we discussed about isomers, and in this class also I want to continue the same topic because I feel we need some more of the important features about isomers so that we will understand it properly, the characteristics, how they become isomers and what kind of compounds can form isomers. So let's watch what I am going to show you. Students, see, we had already discussed about isomers. Now I'm going to tell you some basic points which will make you clear about isomers and their rules. See, the organic compounds having the same molecular formula but different structure are known as isomers, which we have already understood. Isomers is possible only with hydrocarbons having 4 or more carbon atoms. No isomerism is possible in methane, ethane and propane, and you know the reason why, because they contain only 1, 2 or 3 carbon atoms respectively. 2 isomers of the compound butane is possible, which we have already discussed in our earlier class, right? 3 isomers of the compound pentane C5H12 are possible. So we had discussed, okay, N-butane we have discussed, and pentane means, N means what? Normal pentane or normal butane, okay? And then neo, then iso. Iso means 1 branch, neo means 2 branches, right? And 5 isomers of the compound hexane, which I have given you as homework in the last class. You might have done. We will discuss about it, okay, students? Students, if you will take out the formula of hexane, you will get this value C6H14. That means the value of N here will be 6. So see, I have drawn the first isomerism structure of hexane, that is containing 6 carbon atoms and 14 hydrogen atoms, all associated to complete their valency. So students, as we know that isomerism is all about forming different structures, so let's start and see how many structures the hexane compound can show you. See here, this one is the first one, the normal one. Next one is this. You see, they can form structure like this also. I can form how will you do this? How will you do this? You don't have to think much, you know, you just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon I have given in a chain, and 1 carbon I have shifted from this place to this place, and my another structure is ready. Then the third structure, students, in the third structure what I have done, instead of here I made it here, right? Okay, if I would have made it here and if I will made over here, again the structure would have same. So that's what, to make it a different structure, I can put the carbon here also. Now students, see what we can do in the fourth structure. In the fourth structure, instead of this, I have given the place here carbon. Okay, so in the second place I have given the carbon. Why I am saying in the second place, students, if you count carbon from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, or if you count from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say I'm counting it from this side, so I have said that I have given the second position to the carbon. You will understand all these things, like why am I saying in the second position or in the third position in the numericals, sorry, not numericals, in the nomenclature. In nomenclature, you will understand why we call like this. Right now, we have to focus on different structures, how an isomerism can form, okay, of any alkane, okay. Students, the fifth structure is like this. I have 4 carbon chains over here, and 5th and 6th one I have put them below. Students, if I have given blank space, don't think that it will be remain blank. I have to bond them, you know, with hydrogen. I have to put the hydrogen. I was just making you understand the structure of carbon. That's what I haven't put. So here is all the valencies are filled in the, this is one, the 5th structure of hexane. Students, I have a formula for you. If you have any doubt sometimes finding out how many isomers a particular alkane will give you, okay, I have a formula that is 2n-4 plus 1. Students, let's say we were doing of hexane. Hexane means 6 carbon atoms. So in the place of n, I have put 6 minus 4, okay, which was already in the formula, plus 1. So 6 minus 4, 2 plus 1. 2 2s are 4 plus 1, 5. So how many isomers we have got of hexane? 5. So hence it is proved that whatever structures we have made, they all were means fine, and we will get 5 isomers of hexane. Students, the isomers what we have made, like see over here this 5th number which I was showing you. See students, if this one, if you have to name, which you will study in nomenclature, and if this you have to name methyl, for this we have to study about alkyl groups, and which we have not done yet, okay. So and that to be in alkyl group is also not in the syllabus, okay, but still I am just telling you so that you will not get confused that students, when the CH3, CH3, here also CH3, if you make these structure, if you write this structure on the top, obviously the structure is going to same. So you can make this 2 methyl groups on the top as well instead of these hydrogen. These hydrogen you have to place it here, and these 2 methyl groups you have to put over here. This this methyl, bromide, fluoride, this all comes in functional groups, and which is not in the syllabus. This I am just telling you for your knowledge so that you will not get confused. Fine students, so I really wanted to share with you all these details about isomers, and rest if you have any kind of doubt we will discuss in our online classes. Thank you so much.